Yo, it's your boy, Eggs and Breakin. Man, how we doing? How we doing? Welcome to my new podcast, Eggs and Friends, where I interview some of my interesting, somewhat famous, and definitely cool and fun friends, man. I've got a great new co-host, my son, Eggy DM. I can't wait for you to meet him, and I hope you love the new format, man. So, without further ado, let's crack it open. Alrighty, welcome back to Eggs and Friends. I got with me my co-host, Eggy DM. Is that what you're going by nowadays?
That's what I'm going by nowadays, sticking to it.
Okay, well, this is my son, Eggy DM. I did not name him that. Of course, I didn't have any choice in the naming at all, but
You weren't there.
I wasn't there. That's correct. I wasn't there. It's a long story. We'll get into that one day, maybe. Who knows? But he is joining me. I'm proud to announce that he is joining me as my co-host. I could have done this alone, but it wouldn't have been as fun, and it probably would have been a lot lamer and just me talking to myself. So I'm glad you could join me. I'm glad because you're not the person that joins the camera. I'll be honest with you. You're not the one that's like, hey, I want to be in front of the camera. So I'm honored that you decided to take this adventure on and share the screen time with me. So welcome.
Thank you. I am, yes, very much a behind the screen and camera guy, directing.
Yes, he's our editor. You've seen some of his work on the 30 days, the 30 shorts, the what did we call that? The
30-day challenge.
Yeah, but what did we call it? Have you
seen?
You got me.
Have you seen Pat Flynn?
Yes, have you seen? But it was something else. Wasn't it titled something else?
No, where in San Diego's Pat Flynn.
Where in San Diego's Pat Flynn? Yes, I knew it was catchier.
Yeah,
now you might be thinking, I definitely am the eggs in this logo, and you might be thinking, well, that's odd. He's brown. He might be the bacon, but he's not the bacon. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. I was just thinking that while we were sitting there, and I was on the left and you were on the right, and the bacon was on the right, and the egg was on the left. I was like, wait a minute, that's interesting. But no, just a coincidence, folks. Just a coincidence. So today is our I don't even know what to call this because it's our relaunch, I would say. I'm going to call it the relaunch because we did have the one episode with JTS, but this would be the relaunch where we were rebranded. We got together, we went back to the drawing board and decided to reconcept, kind of go back to what I want. I don't know. I guess redo, rethink, have conversations, and evolve this podcast into something better, right? And I think it's always going to be an evolving podcast, to be honest with you, because I don't want to be stuck in mud and stuck in my own concept. But essentially, it's just me and you now talking with my friends, and sometimes you'll get to talk to them too. Most of the time it's going to be
once in a while.
Yeah, maybe I'll let you if you're good. If you're good, you're a good boy.
Oh, thank you, Master. Thank you.
You'll get to talk to them as well, and and so that's what's going on. So just that I kind of wanted to get away from the cards. There will be a card aspect. We'll occasionally have some pack battles. I do have cards for you. I will get those to you. So we will have the option of pack battles.
I might have some. Let me see if I can just scramble around.
Well, no, I did do a pack battle with. Oh, that's right. You might have some. I don't have any with me. I don't have any with me though. I had to buy some for you.
Who's unprepared now?
I'm unprepared. That's for sure. I know. That's terrible, right? I mean, I could go open multiple boxes, but let's not do that.
Oh, don't show us the sash. Don't embarrass me now.
But we did do a pack battle. I did do a pack battle with Tina. So that was good. And we'll obviously you've seen the interview, but we're going to pretend that you haven't seen the interview, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But for now, I just want to kind of talk about a little bit about our relationship, and then talk about I guess morality would be the key word of this podcast. and not in a let's bring it down kind of way, but it's just in a hey, you know what? We're not here for fucking ever. We're here for a short time, a good time, and hopefully you left an impression and it was a positive one, right? I think that I
When
did
I,
it. I hopefully I gave you that impression that that's the impression you should leave.
when I edit this, am I gonna have to put like morality like across the screen, across as soon as you say it? This today's
And to
episode is
go
about morality.
morality with jazz hands.
There we go.
Yes, please.
There we go. I'll just put some sparks around your hands there, and
Yes,
that's how
please.
we'll do
Yes, please. Morality. Pew
it.
pew 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 pew. Remember that one?
Pew, 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 pew.
You did okay.
I was surprised I got those pew pews on there.
Yes, yes, yes. You would have to go back to previous reviews and see what we're talking about there. Also, Brandon is just to go back is the father of some of my assistants in our reviews as well. If you look at some of our reviews, you'll see TK and Tyranny, my little assistants there. That is the man in charge right there. So
I help make them.
yeah. So talking about morality, recently my father passed. For me, it was a blessing in a weird way, only because
Explain that one to me.
he was in pain.
Okay.
I felt like he was potentially holding my mother back from living because she had basically put her whole life on hold to take care of him. And not that I wished him to leave this planet sooner than later, but the fact that he did leave at this point, I see the changes in my mother. I see her. I mean, like, one of the funniest things that was pointed out to me the other day was like, she's got pants on. Like, your mom's wearing pants. And I thought that was funny. It was like, because all I've ever seen her, I think, is like a moo-moos and house stuff, right? Forever. So the fact that she's got pants on, she has a walking group. It's like every night she's walking and stuff like that. Like, she would be afraid. Like my dad wouldn't do nothing. He would be like, you know this, right? So he'd be on the couch, chair watching TV, or be outside smoking cigars, right? That's where you'd find him, or occasionally at AA meetings when he could, and then that was it, right? So I have no idea why she was afraid to leave him to go to dinner, or go to a Padre game, or go whatever, right? But she would never, just could never, and I always felt guilty. So now
she didn't want to miss it.
Miss
in
what?
like a weird way. Like not like a oh my god, like, but in a way of like, if something were to happen and she just happened to be out doing something for herself, and something happened to him, do you think that's the reason why she might have felt guilty? Does that make sense? Like, she did, because you're right. Not to interrupt, but like, from back in the day a little bit when he was a little more able and agile and moving, right? She would do the walks. She would do, the 3 days.
Yeah,
She had
3 day thing.
all her friends. She had all her things. And then when they moved and he got more sick, she did put a lot on hold to really take care of him. So maybe in that concept of what you're saying is like, she felt guilty. Maybe she just felt guilty in a manner of like, she might not, if something were to happen and she wasn't there, I think maybe that's what she might have felt guilty at that. Like, I wasn't there in that time.
Which is odd because, like, during, like, some of the final stages, like, I guess he did fall while we were, like, I don't know, at the grocery store or something, right? And he was fine. I guess he just laid there for a while and he was fine and nothing happened. There was no, like, big thing about it. And so, which I obviously understand. Like, I would hate to come back and found out that the person I loved was like stuck on the floor in pain for hours, right?
Right.
While I was out enjoying myself. I mean, obviously that's a shitty feeling, but at the same time, like, there were several times that she could have just gone out and enjoyed herself because I was there, right? Or we could have had you come over, or one of the other kids come over, right? And if that was the case, you know what I mean? But I would say she completely shut her life down for that. So that's the blessing. I mean, is that my mother, while she's still alive and still able to, has her life back, and now she's going to get a passport. She's getting a real ID. She's finally going to go on cruises with her sister, which I've been waiting for it to do. So
I think we've all been for
yeah,
her to go hang out with her sister.
yeah. We've got to wait for the technical difficulties for you to unfreeze again. There you go. Okay, you're
Oh,
back.
there we go. That's good. I don't know what's going on. Everything is odd on my end, but all right.
Okay,
'Cause I'm
so
on a land, so yeah.
yeah, so that's what I mean as a blessing. Again, I don't know if it's in disguise. It's not a transformer, but it's a silver lining, I guess.
Right. I can understand that, especially in like you said, yeah. He's him being gone. Yeah, she's allowed to not. I mean, she wasn't not like she wasn't allowed beforehand, but she's more able to now to actually restart or resume, what she was doing beforehand.
And like well, okay, there's a little bit of different anxiety as she's going through all the financial changes and all the paperwork and all that stuff, right?
Right.
But like a lot of the anxiety is gone of her worrying about him. So, like I said, it's very nice. I would say a blessing, as much as I miss my father.
Yeah.
How do you feel? When my grandpa died, I didn't really have a lot of emotions at that point in my life. Like stuff was kind of rough, so I didn't really experience it. So how would you say it was?
To be honest, well, I'm coming off of two deaths. To be honest, because my biological father passed
That's
March
right.
26th,
That's right. That's right.
and then Grandpa passed only a little less than a month after that. I think that's the I guess me dealing with the first one helped me deal with the second one in a manner. I mean, my relationship with my biological father wasn't like the best and stuff like that, and yeah, we never really saw eye to eye as much as he wanted to talk, and I wasn't really about it. I think I still in that have made the better choice. I still talk to my other brothers and things like that, and everything's cool with them because obviously they're just a product of a situation just like I am. So you can't blame them for anything. But as far as that one hit me a little weird. Hit me harder than I thought it would, to be honest. Just because I was like, that relationship was never truly fully explored, but I had enough to be like, I'm still okay.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing between like me and I think my brothers, right? Is like I was there with dad, so I didn't have there wasn't I had closure. I was
Yeah,
there. There was nothing I needed to do or say for me to feel like complete.
yeah.
So I'm glad you had that with your dad.
I think for me, it wasn't necessarily like I didn't have anything to really say because yeah, I didn't have anything to say. I hadn't had anything to say for years, so I didn't think I really had anything to say in that time. And then there was also I guess for me it was more so of if I'm allowed to really feel anything because of the relationship we had. Like for grandpa it was different. We had a relationship. He we it was just I guess most of my relationships with a lot of the adult is just different. I was his favorite grandchild. And then my kids came around. So, but besides that, like our relationship was different. I think I had the closure with that as well, where I didn't have to like sit in um, grief as long as I did the first one, if that makes sense. It was, we had come to terms with it almost years ago.
That's one thing my mom had made a point. She's like, I think he was diagnosed with like 6 months or less to live, like 22 different times, right?
Yeah. I mean, what was it? It was 91 and then we get to what was 99, 2000 when we all went to the snow.
And you're talking
Then
about a
we all
man
went
with Agent Orange. You're talking about cancer. You're talking about brainstem strokes.
We're talking about a man who was told in
Alcoholic,
1991, yeah,
smoker. I mean,
1991 he was not going to make it, and 35 years later He watched me grow up, my siblings grow up, and watched most of us have our children, so he could at least see his grandchildren.
Now,
After, yes,
my biggest challenge in I don't know if it was 91, but definitely like when I came back and I first saw him in a wheelchair, that was my first time of facing my morality. Because I was a young Marine, right, coming back, so I was told I was invincible. And there's my dad in a wheelchair, this former, potentially football player, right? He was in Navy, Vietnam, all this stuff, right? And then in a wheelchair. And then the second time I would say I faced my morality was obviously when he was laying there in the chair. Right before he passed, where it was just I could barely say 2 words to him before I was in tears, like every time. It was just strange because but that was me facing my mortality. Like, guess what? You're not gonna live forever.
yeah.
Which is strange because
So,
I shouldn't feel that way.
uh, I think we shouldn't. I don't know. I guess I have a different look on it. Like, I mean, I know we're not going to be here for, or we're only here for a finite amount of time. And I guess it's what we really choose to do with that, especially with what I saw with you when I was younger and, wanting to coach and be around like us for that stuff, and stuff, things that made me go, okay, if I don't do all the other stuff that I wanted to as a kid, be an astronaut, be in the NFL, do all that stuff, the kid things that you normally would want to do because
Wait,
you
wait,
make a lot
wait.
of money
You
from that.
wanted to be an astronaut?
Right? Yeah, a little bit, tiny little bit. I wanted to, because you know what? I wanted to get away from the planet. I was like, whatever's out there isn't here, and I'll do that. But I almost lost my train of thought there. But with that stuff, like leaving something behind as much, or the concept of maybe they won't remember me, but maybe they'll remember the stuff that I at least contributed to. With me right now, like building, the football stuff with the girls and stuff, and making that as big as I possibly can. Making that something, even though it's small now. Hopefully, the concept takes off just like it is for other places. But that's something that I can leave behind, not just for my kids, but for other people who live in the area who had that experience when I was younger. Who got to go and play those sports and things like that. And for me, I guess that helps me look at my mortality just a little bit differently, in the fact of like, even if I go, I think I've left something, or I'm hoping to leave something behind before it happens.
Right, which is, yeah, I mean, you're not guaranteed how long you're here, so leave a stamp, right? Leave something,
Yeah.
don't don't waste your time, right? Don't waste the resources that it took to make you and keep you alive, and not do something positive with it, man, is what I believe. That
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh yeah.
I raised you guys on the 3 principles, right? Which was like, good vibes, right? Like, be a good person, right? Don't harsh anybody else's vibe, and give back to the community. That's it. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
care what
I
kind of
mean,
career you have, or job you have, or how many kids you have, or how many, whatever,
it's shown. I mean, throughout the four of us, that we've taken good amount of lessons and used them in life to, you got 4 kids who aren't in jail,
Yeah, yep.
who all 4 successfully married, and most of them have kids.
The only one been in jail is me so far.
That's right. That's right. So you got kids who learned by
Example.
watching, not by doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all I can hope is right. Is the old YouTube theory. Please watch, don't do.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do, please.
Yes. Yes. Well, I just before we go into the interview, and those out there that are watching this, not every episode will be as deep and stuff like that. Trust me.
Only the first one.
I'm not gonna say only the first one, but definitely this one, just based on the timing. And my friend Tina is going to share some of her morality that she's going to talk about. She was generous enough to share her private story with her morality and her health concerns. So that's definitely something you're going to want to stay tuned with.
Is it morality or mortality? now. I think it's mortality, right? Morals.
It is
I
mortality.
think it's mortality. I think it is mortality.
It's mortality.
Yeah.
It's not morality.
We're dealing with our mortality. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
we
mortality.
do want to deal with our morals.
Did
we
I
want to
say
have good morals.
morality? When did I say
Yeah,
that?
you've been saying morality a lot.
Have I?
A lot. You got me
Could
saying
you edit
morality,
that?
and I'm I'm pretty sure.
Could you edit that out?
I don't know. You said a lot. I mean, it might be me going with my microphone going, mortality. Mortality.
Oh, you know why?
Mortality.
Because when I was on the walk with my dog earlier, and I was talking to AI with the agenda, and my sweet, pillow rapture capture, apparently it caught morality as well.
Must have.
So when I'm looking now at the agenda here on my right, it says morality. So it's yes, it is clearly mortality. I don't know.
Mortality? I don't know if we can. I'll see if I can shoot something. Mortality.
Pew pew. Mortality.
Pew
pew pew. Mortality.
Mortality.
I don't know what to do with that one now. Mortality.
It's okay. It'll just be a funny edit for me that I just get to put underneath every time you say it. Mortality.
Yes, please.
Maybe I'll find it. Maybe I'll find a little death to be like mortality next to it.
Yes, maybe like a bell, like Trevor Hoffman's Whom the Bell Tolls, you know what I mean, like that.
Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. Let me see if I can find that and do a little mix of a bell and mortality, and let's see how. Maybe I'll just whisper it myself. Mortality.
Yep.
Make it sound like a whisper. Mortality.
Yep. I probably said morality. Yep. Welcome to Eggs and Friends. We're not perfect.
Nope.
So maybe you heard the jail thing.
A little bit scrambled here.
Yes.
No pun intended.
It's a good time. So I wanted to talk more about Star Wars, but I feel like we've talked enough. So we'll talk more about Star Wars and stuff like that. Essentially, I want to talk about the mortality of Star Wars and like Anakin, and because my friend is going to talk about Anakin because she happens to be really good friends with Hayden. But you know what? Let's roll the interview. Tina Marie, my good friend, also going to be future co-star. She's going to do some of the voices in my movie our movie Home Solo, not yours, but our movie Home Solo. Sorry, you're not in it. But that's fine. But hey, this is the first time you've been on camera, okay? Get over yourself. Let's roll the interview. And then we'll come back, and then we'll talk about what we thought of the interview, and then we'll wrap this baby up.
Wrap it up.
Roll it.
Let's roll it.
Do we have a roll thing?
Yeah.
Alrighty, everyone. Welcome. I got my good friend Tina Bobina here on Eggs and Friends. You know what? I haven't decided how I want to do like the promotion or the interview or like the hey, this is this person. So, because it's such a relaxed format there. So what I would like to start off and say is Tina here is a good friend of mine. I have known her for a little while, and I met her through a good friend of mine, Adam, and that she is a very friendly, cute, adorable, lovely, funny person that I enjoy my friendship with. How's that?
Perfect.
And then now you can fill it in with what you do and who you are. And that way it's up to you to decide like how much you promote yourself or not,
I don't really promote myself that much, which
some people are, and that's not what this is about necessarily. It's just an opportunity to promote yourself. But in the end, it's really just a conversation, an opportunity for us and my audience to get to know you, right? On a different level,
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
I'm very good.
And are you at home? Is that what this lovely location is?
I'm finally home, yes.
Do you always keep ruffles in your window?
No,
No, that's not your normal place where you keep your
no,
chips.
no.
Okay, okay.
That was my afternoon. I was hanging up Star Wars pictures from my recent convention that I went to, and left them in the window because I was closing the shade, and then they're just there.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I love a good snack.
Yeah,
Okay. So I keep tots in my pocket. Okay. Shout out Napoleon Dynamite.
yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say like Napoleon Dynamite.
By the way, I'm also wearing a Star Wars shirt. Okay. So
Yes,
yes, yes. So let's dive into a little bit of Star Wars because that's something we share in common. We both met
yes,
through a Star Wars fan and co-star. So I met you through my friend Adam and my co-star on Home Solo.
yes.
And you met him, and then I was talking to him, and he said how great a person you were. He had nothing nice, everything nice to say about you. And so then I was like, cool. So then I saw your stuff, and so then I linked up with you, and then we just been friends ever since. And then you, like I think I'm cool, right? But you definitely have like another level of coolness. Like I mean, I'd be looking at your stories and stuff, and you're hanging out with Anakin and all these people, and not just like hanging out. Like Anakin is hanging on you, okay? Like there's a relationship there, you know. In fact, if I remember
He's yeah.
correctly, you were gonna bring Card to like pack battle him. Did you ever get to do that?
We did get to do it. Unfortunately, Hayden is very shy, so he does not like to be on camera.
Okay.
So it was not on camera, but I do have the cards that we opened. He ended up getting Luke Skywalker and General Grievous, which we both thought was hilarious. And then I believe we got Bo-Katan as well. So
And she is talking
um,
about the Hayden Christensen.
yes.
Folks, yes, this is not. Yes, yes. We'll have my editor put up some pictures and stuff. If you're okay, we'll tag some photos from your social media
Yeah.
proving that indeed that
No,
these are.
he's a good buddy of mine. I worked with him
He.
on Ahsoka, so
It
he's
looks like you guys have a fun relationship.
we do. And funny enough, people always ask, what do you talk about with Hayden? And I'm like, not Star Wars. We don't talk about Star Wars at all. We talk about building ponds and landscaping and dirt bike riding, and he enjoys just having a normal conversation with somebody who's not a fan. So
And honestly, that's what my concept of this is I
mhm.
feel like I have that same reaction with a lot of folks, right? Like I have a lot of fame is such a weird word to use, right? Like I honestly
Yeah,
hate using that word, right? Because it's just perception, right? What is
yes.
famous? People know you. Okay, well, who are those people and what are those people and where are they from? Like, what does that really mean? Okay, you could be famous for doing something stupid or famous for being in a movie. So I never use that word famous, right? But yes, I do have a lot of famous friends or a lot of what I like to say cool and interesting friends, right? And I believe you do as well. And so a lot of these cool and interesting friends, they're my friends and interesting because they don't want to talk about the stuff that they do all the time, right?
Yeah.
They want to, how we built those relationships was talking about the other stuff, the behind the scenes stuff, right? Maybe about their family or their other passions, not just what everybody assumes they want to talk about or what everybody knows them from, like football or movies or whatever that is. You know what I mean? So I agree. But yes, tell me more about Hayden, please. Please tell me more.
So I worked with Hayden on Ahsoka in the Obi-Wan show. I worked on his lightsaber specifically, and the glow that the lightsaber gives off for special effects. So that was a lot of fun. I met him briefly in Richmond, Virginia, at a convention we both went to, and that was our first time like actually meeting each other. So it was a nice conversation to have. We got to work with each other again, and I did not know it at the time, but we had just became really good friends, which was really cool.
Nice.
So, um, I had a convention recently in Richmond or Oklahoma City that I just got back from, and he was there as well. So I got to work with him again, and we had lunch together and just hung out, just buddies hanging out. So he's doing his convention tour. I'm doing mine. My next one will be hopefully Raleigh. Um, and unfortunately, as most people know, Star Wars Celebration is sold out. It was sold to lots of scalpers and It was not right.
I didn't even try. I'll be honest with you, because
I didn't either. After I saw it, I was
friends that if they came across extra tickets, they would be like, "Yo, I got you." Just like I have an extra ticket for Comic-Con, I would certainly take care of my friend.
Yeah.
Which I do. Anyway, I take care of people.
Well, Hayden had asked if I was going, and I said, unfortunately not, because everything was sold out to scammers, and I didn't even really try to get tickets to it. And I was like, but, maybe they'll do it again sometime in Los Angeles, and then we'll meet up there.
I don't know, Hayden. You got any pull to get you some tickets, Hayden?
So Hayden's got some pull.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
Sorry, the dog is.
The dogs are dogs. Hey, you should see kids. They're worse. So yeah.
Yeah. But Hayden's got some pull. So Hayden was nice enough and generous enough to say, we'll see what we can do. Nice. So I'm waiting for that in Raleigh to happen, or whatever's going to happen.
Okay.
I'm not holding my breath on it, because I understand if he can't. But there was talk of, because this is one of my bucket list items, we would try to make it happen. So I'm very excited for that, and I'm very grateful for him. And, he's a good buddy of mine, and I, never in a million years as a Star Wars fan would think that, like, my buddy is Hayden Christensen.
Right. No, yeah. I love that. I love that for you too. Yeah. Definitely let me know when you're back in LA next. I know we missed each other this time.
I know.
I will definitely drive up. I thought you were gonna drive down, but I'll drive up to make it happen. Okay.
I don't always stay in Simi Valley. It was just that what I was working on was in Simi Valley.
You look like you were having fun. Can you talk about what you were doing?
I can't talk about what I was doing. Okay. But we were in San Fran, and we were in Simi Valley.
It was super cool.
So we went from San Fran to Simi Valley, and then Simi Valley to Anaheim. Filmed some stuff around Galaxy's Edge, so those photos will be released soon, hopefully.
Clearly, spoiler alert, Disneyland Galaxy's Edge. So I wasn't even going to say that, but hey, there you go.
Yeah. So those photos will be released soon. We were just doing some filming around seeing the new characters and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun.
That's cool. Yeah. So you do what the audience may not know is that you do, besides the special effects, you also do some voiceovers and stuff like that.
I do.
Are there any characters that the audience might recognize you from, or might what's the word I want to say, like, not adapt, but like relate to, because they've seen your work? Something?
I mean, you see my work all the time, really. Basically any Disney animation from 2019 and mostly Pixar animations. But as far as voices, you wouldn't recognize me at all, really. I do a lot of scratch, which is just extra voices, and they'll keep it in or they won't keep it in. So I was a mouse in Wish that sang.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, my goal is to be after this home solo releases, is just to be a space janitor in Star Wars. Okay, I've got low goals. Okay, just me and Adam, real life human space janitors. Right? You never see it.
Well,
right?
Now we're co-stars again, like me and you. So
did you already do the voice stuff?
I haven't done it yet, but he's getting everything set up for me. So
good. That's I didn't want to ruin that. I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, she's gonna do it. Well, I'm hoping you do. Yeah, we've got some great voice talent in there. Yeah, so I'm hoping to be your co-star. So I'm glad that
911 operator. 911 operator.
Yes. We'd be that film. So we're talking about Home Solo. I'm trying to get Raymond on to do an interview. He's a busy man with all his conventions as well. Yes. And in fact, he turned me down for the 48-hour film festival this year, but that's okay. He's busy, so he needs to focus on Home Solo and his family and stuff. So that's all good. So talk about conventions. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Tell me about them. Because you have a different perspective, right? Because I assume you went to conventions first as a fan, and now you're a professional, and it's definitely different, right? I've experienced it both sides.
It is. So my first convention was in 2015. Who did I do it with? I did it with GalaxyCon. And they were very sweet and they were very nice. And God, I can't even remember. I swear I spent like $2,000 at their convention, and that's like easy money for anybody who's going. Like, you save up the money and then you go to conventions, and you meet all these people and whatnot. But I was able to make the connections that I needed to get the parts and the roles that I have now, which is great. And so after, I believe it was 3 years of doing conventions and meeting all these people and making connections and making friends with, some of these people, it kind of just took off on it had a mind of its own, really. And then I started getting these emails of, would you like to attend this convention as a professional? Would you like to attend this convention as press? Stuff like that, so that I can experience being a fan, but also working and learning about how voiceovers work and how convention life works. Because eventually, hopefully one day, I will have my own booth and I will have my own table and I will be a guest, and that's the ultimate goal right now, is
Oh,
to do all
you
that.
think that's enjoyable?
I do. I love, so whenever I'm in public and
it's
people,
a double-edged sword. Like I
I
have friends who've done that, and it is definitely a fun experience, and I love the fans too, for sure. But it is, I don't know, like we used to make fun of those people all the time.
yeah,
Right?
like I
You know,
whenever I'm like working with Hayden and I see people like, oh my God, I love you. And I'm just like, I make eye contact with him and he's like, oh my God. Like, this is the funniest thing ever. And I'm like, one day I will experience that though. But I experience it now, which is really nice. So I'm like, I'm kind of getting used to it. So I get recognized often enough in public that people are like, oh, I know who you are. And it's really funny. And then sorry, he's chewing on something.
that's fine. Dogs are dogs. So I get the after effect, which is the oh yeah, I've seen you on something. Like, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. It's fine. It's fine. You've seen me on casino commercials, and you've seen me in
There's a
background
couple
something. But
people.
yes.
There's a couple people who would be like, "Oh yeah, I saw that movie. You were really good." And I'm like, "You wouldn't know who I was in that movie." I was like, "Thanks anyway, guys.
Yes.
I
No,
appreciate it."
I never like. Yeah, I don't personally like shoot them down and be like, bro. No, but yeah, I do love it and support it. And there's a lot of acting within the acting.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's
so you love conventions, right?
I do.
Your
I
goal
do.
is to sign autographs and take photos. I would line up for your autograph if that
Thank
makes a
you.
difference. Let's see. So tell me. Okay, so away from the voice acting, this is what this it's really about. Away from the voice acting, away from the special effects and stuff, which is cool as well. And I definitely think you've been blessed with your career already. Like I've been trying to do this thing for a long time, and I just been struggle bus. I don't lose faith. I just keep doing it. I love what I do, and I love entertaining people. But I wish I had more success. But that's okay. It's the journey that I love, right? And wherever I end up is wherever I end up. But I do appreciate when I find some good people that have found success and are blessed and are doing their thing. So I like that, and I look for more success for you. But away from that,
Thank you.
what do you enjoy doing? Like who's Tina?
Tina's an artist, really. I like to make things and paint and draw, and it's always been like a passion of mine. So I
Okay,
like,
do you have a painting within 5 feet of you or within a moment's grasp that you can get? Or something that
currently
you've made?
no.
Anything that
Something
you've
that
made
I
within grasp that you can get right now and show the camera?
oh God.
I know, it's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure, but I don't think there's anything right
These
now.
are real conversations in real time. I
don't have anything with me.
That is disappointing. Okay, well, you know what? We'll need something there. You're gonna have to email us something you've made.
I will. I do have, however, nine Star Wars painting projects for cast members that I'm currently working on.
Love.
But they're only like black backgrounds currently, so there's nothing on them. So they're like painted black, arts. But there's not.
The dark arts.
So I've got some for Hayden and C3PO and everybody else. So it's just
as a co-star. Have you seen any of the footage of Home Solo?
Yes, I have.
What have you seen so far? Like, what besides the trailer?
Adams sent me a couple things.
Okay.
So
Adam.
I've seen. Well, it was mostly trailer bits and pieces
Okay.
that he used, so I've seen that.
Okay, we need Adam back on set. Adam, if you're listening, we need you back on set to finish this. He's so
Desperately.
busy being famous.
That guy took off. That guy took off overnight, and I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, we're gonna get him on here soon for sure. I'm trying not to just do everybody on the Home Solo cast first as I'm progressing through this podcast thing, but that's what it's looking like. All right, so Arts. Let's see. Give me a little bit about your background, parents, where you grew up. You know what shaped Tina.
Oh God.
I know.
I was adopted from Brazil. I don't know if that shapes somebody.
That is very interesting. Okay. And how young were you when you were adopted?
I was a little baby, so
just a little baby.
Yeah, I think I was like 9 months old when I was adopted.
Okay. So you don't remember anything in Brazil, I assume.
I don't, but I know for a fact that I was a premature baby. So when they had adopted me, I was the size of a newborn.
I'm immature still. See?
Nice.
Yep. That's so I'm glad that you're here. You hopefully found a lovely family. I assume you have a great attitude and great vibe, so they must have been great people to influence that.
They were wonderful.
Nice. Okay, well, I present this opportunity. One of the things we've talked about, one of the things that I built this show on, and I'm trying to evolve it into what I really want it to be. And what I've decided, is like, I want it to be real people, real conversations, and real about real stuff, right? And real talk, right? Not just the fancy stuff, the production stuff, you know what I mean? And so recently, I don't know, has it been? I guess it's not recent, is it? And so, if you'd like to and feel comfortable, share about your journey with your recent. God, I keep saying recent. Why do I say recent? I guess recent because I would still consider myself a recent friend, even though it's been probably over a year and a half. I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah.
But I guess it's still recent to me because I'm still dealing with it. How's that?
Yeah.
So it's still news to me because, like, for me, like, I don't ever, like, I'm not one who says and takes this news and goes like, oh yeah, let's all pity party and stuff. I'm like, nope, I don't believe it. Let's fight it. Let's do something about it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Before I get into it, it's your stage, your opportunity. I know this is a big deal, and so you present it the way you want to present it.
Okay. So, oh God, how do I present? I'm so used to like just telling everybody and like not really having a reaction about it, and it kind of throws people off that I'm like fine and I'm okay with it, but it's just like to say it in an interview is just, it's different than what I usually come right out and say it.
Yeah.
So I've got stage 4 cancer. And I'm going through it and I'm taking it step by step, really. So
what else can you do, right?
Yeah. So that's a big part of why I do conventions and some of my goals and why I've been so fortunate and grateful that I've met all these wonderful people in my life, and you and Adam and all my friends have been amazing and very supportive. And
I don't know if the high definition is picking up, but I am tearing up a little bit.
No,
I am an emotional child. So don't worry about it. It's good. Well, remember, I also
but I do appreciate
stuff too, so it's still fresh as well. But I care about you, and that's why I wanted to give you this opportunity to talk about it. Maybe just like, I'm always about like giving other people hope and giving other people a chance to learn from something. So like when my dad passed, I wanted to give people an opportunity to maybe, like, I held a stream where people could share share the names and the experiences of people they miss and people they lost. And so that's what I thought this opportunity might be good for you, to just share your journey, share some of the emotions while you're still here. Hopefully that'll never be an issue. Hopefully that I'm going to go before you do, because I'm definitely much older than you, right? And this won't be an issue, right? But in the case you're not here, this is an opportunity to share and inspire people who may be going through this as well.
Yeah, and that's really what my ultimate goal is. Like, so starting out with, I mean, I've always been a Star Wars fan since I was a kid. My dad got me into Star Wars, and, you know, being able to work on it and, you know, show people that, you know, if you chase your dreams, anything's possible. You know, that's the ultimate goal. So that's why I enjoy conventions and I get to talk to people. And, you know, one day it'll just be, you know, maybe I'll share my story on a stage and inspire more people. But for now, it's through Instagram and TikTok.
And are you angry? Are you upset? Are you like, what would be, if you could nail it down to, and maybe you can't, right? Because I assume it's just so much, right? Like, what would be
you can't really put it into one category, because some days I wake up and I'm in a lot of pain and I'm angry, and then other days I wake up and I'm feeling great. And those are, fortunately enough, the days that I want to travel and I want to do stuff, and conventions allow me to do that. And, you know, I really just have to take it one day at a time, because the difference between what one day feels like and then the next is a drastic change. So like, I'll be at a convention one day and I'll be fine, and then the next day I really don't want to be there because I'm in a lot of pain. But I know that there's people waiting either for me, or my friends are waiting for me and they want to hang out with me, and, you know, and I'll push through it. I'll try to make it over there, but, you know, it's not always possible. Like this weekend, there's a convention in Tennessee and I'm not able to go this weekend because I have doctor's appointments and stuff coming up. So, but yeah, there's days that are good and there's days that are bad. So it really depends.
I think that goes to show, like, the true entertainers really do this for the people, and there's so much behind the scenes you don't see, where our bodies are wrecked, our minds are wrecked, and we still show up to perform. Because we know that on outside, you know, besides us, there's people counting on us, there's people waiting on us. We know that what we do lifts people up and makes other people's mental health better. And so for us to put our bootstraps on and just get our shit together for 5 minutes makes the world of a difference for somebody else.
Yeah. I recently just got a message of one girl. She said, thank you for posting Hayden, because she said something along, I don't want to share her full thing, but she said something along the lines of that, you know, he was one of the people in her life that helped her through a lot of stuff, and she hadn't seen him in a while. So it was nice to see him smiling, and, you know, that he still looks, you know, the way she met him, and the way she remembers the way she felt about it. So she was like, thank you for, you know, showing us that he's still, you know, happy and doing what he loves. And I'm like, yeah, you know.
I like I said, I mean, that's what I definitely mentioned, is like, you could see the relationship in your photo. Like, it's such a great photo because you can see the humanity. Like, it doesn't look like there's a famous actor or famous this or nothing, right? It just looks like two people who care about each other, and that's what you represent in the photo, and that's what I think important. And I think what other people don't realize too is, like, when you become like you saw me crying earlier, right? And that's because I'm willing to open up and be like that and express my emotions. And otherwise I wouldn't be the actor that I am. You know, Hayden wouldn't be the actor he is without having some of those other personality traits, like being a little bit more emotional, right? Being a little bit more receptive to the world. And so sometimes that can draw you back in the world, right? Or be a lot. And especially with the fame, like, you know, he probably just wants to have some freaking days where he can go out and get a Starbucks. right?
He loves his Starbucks.
See, and he can't be like, can you put Hayden? It's Hayden.
He had taken
Okay,
he
here's
had
a
taken
question.
a break.
Does he? When they ask him his name, does he say Hayden or Anakin?
No, he doesn't say either.
What?
Somebody orders his Starbucks for him, and they go pick it up.
Well, I need to be on that level. Just so you know, I'm saying Anakin.
My nickname for him is Anakin Bananakin.
Nice.
But I really see him as a big brother, which is really nice because I have a big brother, but we don't really talk very often. So the conversations that I do have with Hayden are really nice.
Nice. Now let's talk about Natalie Portman. That's who I'm really interested in.
Oh, Nat.
Just kidding. Yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Star Wars, for me, was something that I did with my mother. So,
nice.
Yeah, so she took me to see Star Wars. It was summer of 77.
Wow.
Hot summer day in San Diego in 77.
I wasn't born.
That's, don't, we didn't need to go there. So once again, hot summer day in San Diego, no air conditioning. So where do we go? The movie theater. Because you don't take a boy with ADHD to the library. That's not a good idea. So you take him to the movie theaters to watch a space film. And then you do it 16 more times during that summer. And that boy falls in love with that movie. And it becomes a thing for the rest of his life. And then he shares it with his children. And then he tries to be in a Star Wars movie. And then so that's my love of Star Wars and how I got it. So I love sharing that with people.
Closest we're going to get.
Yeah, exactly. I have multiple lightsabers. Okay, question. How many lightsabers do you own?
4.
Okay, that is sufficient. That is sufficient.
I have Obi-Wans, I have Mace Windu's, I have Ahsoka's, and I have Anakin's.
Outside of Anakin, because obviously that's a bias, do you have a favorite Star Wars character?
Maul.
Maul. Okay. Why Maul? Obviously he's on your shirt.
He is. I'm a dark side girl, unfortunately.
That makes sense. Yes.
So apart from like Anakin is my number 1 favorite, but number 2 would have to be Maul. I think the way he fights is really cool. And I think the idea behind this Sith Lord being. So I don't know if you've seen the show.
I was going to ask you if you've seen the show, because yes. I loved it.
Thank you very much. I had a little hand in that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You want to share what you did in that?
Maul's lightsaber.
Ooh. Well, I'm just saying I was mad that I started the show before they released it all. Because I was like frustrated. I was like, what is this shit? I gotta wait. What is this shit?
As somebody who worked on it, I was mad.
Yeah, it was good.
But I had my alarm set for Maul Mondays, so we were good.
Nice. It was. I love that they did 2 at least. Yes. His relationship with that young Padawan was great. That was the core of the show, and I loved it. And I'm always about relationships.
I like seeing that's what I was saying. Like I like seeing that side of Maul, that he's not just because you get a very, very short glimpse of Maul.
They definitely cock teased us in.
Yeah. And I was like, this is not really an explanation as to why he is the way he is, and
he's
why
got such a great, rich history. Like the only thing I wish they would have kind of like, maybe I missed it, but explained like what time period this was, like, and I would say BL or AL, right, which is after legs or before legs.
This is definitely not before legs.
This is after legs.
This is after legs.
Yes. But it's just like it didn't really get clear on that until you saw his damaged metal, like his cybernetic leg, right?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't really clear on that. I was like, what time frame is this? You know what I mean?
But people were asking me, they were like, how is he still like, because he got cut in half, which he did. He did get cut in half with a lightsaber.
You gotta go watch the animated stuff. I mean, that's like, come on. Like, there's a whole
I'm like,
story.
guys, It's on Disney Plus in
Yes,
chronological
yes,
order.
yes.
Please go watch it.
Yes. If you're watching Darth Maul the animation and you haven't seen Clone Wars the animation, and what are you doing? What are you doing?
Stop watching. Stop watching and go back and watch Clone
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah. I mean, look, I know Star Wars a lot, but even I was like a little bit like, okay, on the timeline, where exactly am I at? Because we had no legs, then we had 4 legs. Now we have 2 legs. I was just like,
I like calling it Scorpion Body.
Scorpion Body. Yes, yes. Darth Maul when he was, and then also too was like, I want to know where was his mad. Like that's what I was missing a little bit because he was insane. Where was that? That should have ticked a little bit, right? Where was that in the show? That's the only thing I was missing was I needed a tick of his little bit of insanity when he had the.
But this is showing you how, like, why he is the way he is. Not that he's crazy, not that he's, that he's upset. Yes. So I really like that side. But yeah, he's my favorite, one of my favorites. And then Anakin's my first, so.
Okay. I'm an Ahsoka.
Ahsoka is my third.
Yeah, I just love what she does with I love her character. I love that she was like, no, I don't want to be I'm a prequels person. I enjoy the lightsaber fights. I enjoy the fastness of it. The choreography was incredible in Revenge of the Sith. So to watch Ahsoka and see, I guess it's slower for me in Ahsoka, the way she fights. But she was. That's because you're in the Transformers generation, where they, the Michael Bay generation, where they speeded everything up, and we're the old school Zorro generation, where we want to see a nice gentleman sword fight.
I want
like Princess Bride.
I want, yeah.
Okay.
The way we got an Anakin and Obi-Wan fight is what I wanted for Anakin and Ahsoka, but it's
you take the high ground. That's all I know.
The man is afraid of heights, which is got to be the funniest thing people say to him.
I was gonna say, is there the funniest thing that people say to him that gets him to crack up still?
There was somebody who came through the line and he whispered, his son was like a little kid, had whispered, "My name's Anakin." And he goes, "Oh, hi, Anakin. Like, nice to meet you." And he goes, "I don't like sand either." And I started cracking up and we were all laughing. And it was like the funniest thing that, oh my God, we were like crying laughing because we were like, this kid is a genius. Like, this is great. But yeah, he gets, "I don't like sand." So there's you can get a quote on a photo. He doesn't personalize anything, but you can get a quote on a photo, and a lot of times it's, "I don't like sand."
I need that written on a Starbucks cup, please.
So the only thing I saw in a Starbucks cup was "enjoy."
I needed to say Anakin Bananakin.
Oh, he's getting a bracelet. I'm making him a bracelet that says Anakin Bananakin.
Nice.
And then we have matching hats that say Sky Guy and Snips. So
love it. Nice. Well, I mean, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I do appreciate this. It was a great opportunity to get to know you. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience? Let people know who you are, promote anything, what you're doing next, where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at _ the Tina Marie _ unfortunately, somebody stole my name, so I have to start my name with underscores, and it makes a lot of people upset for some reason. But
why isn't there an overscore? Why isn't there an overscore?
I don't know. But I got a lot of great stuff coming out with Star Wars, so that's pretty cool. And some Disney stuff, so which is great. So
okay, great.
Daredevil season 3 should be coming out pretty soon.
Daredevil season. What was the last one then? It was
season 2.
That was season 2 with the dark outfit?
Yes.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah. So we're working on season 3 right now.
Okay, very nice. Did you do any work on the Punisher? Because I happen to love that one.
No.
Okay, that's fine. It was still good. It was still good. Tina, I love you.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Love you too.
Let's do this again.
Yeah.
send me an email with all your socials and stuff, and we'll post that all over the things and stuff where people can find you and all that good stuff. And then I got one more thing. Remember, I had a surprise for you.
Yes.
Oh, what would you like to pack battle?
Ah!
You got turtles
man.
or Pokemon?
I gotta do turtles.
Okay, that's why I gave you choices.
Okay. Speaking of which, I have a turtle pack here, which is hilarious.
What? You have a turtle pack? I didn't even know you're a turtle fan. I just looked at what I had and I was like,
no, I got a magic turtle pack the other day.
A magic turtle pack. Okay, that's what this is. So it's Magic the Gathering turtle pack. Okay, comes with a little. That is Rafi.
That's Raph.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, turtles and Starbucks sizes. I can never remember. Okay.
I think Starbucks. I just say small, medium, or large.
I do. No, I will not. Yes, I am Paul Rudd. I will not play your games. Okay, so these are your 3 packs. Can you see the artwork? And then you choose which one you got. So it looks like it's got.
Is that Mikey?
This one, yes, I believe, right? So this is 1.
I want the one with Mikey.
2 or 3. How about that?
I think it's 3.
1, 2.
I see orange.
3. 3?
I think so. I think that's Mikey on there. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just go with this one. Is yours. Okay, I will choose the one with April. I mean, come on now, right? All right, your pack first, my friend. Good luck. I was hoping to do this in person, and yet we will one day.
I've got Star Wars tops for you, so
okay.
don't worry, we'll do
ready.
it.
I'm ready.
Okay.
You know, it'll be me, you, Anakin. We're just gonna pack battle till the lights.
He's not gonna be on camera.
That's fine. I don't care. I will tell people as long as I get him in a voice recording say, "Eggs beat me in a pack battle," I will be happy. That's all I need. Maybe that's what he can write on the Starbucks. I got beat by eggs, and I'll be happy. That's all I need to know. All right, we're gonna try this. Let me know if you can see this. Can you see it?
I can. Yeah, I can.
All right. Can you pronounce it? I can't. That's some kind of creature there.
No.
There's some turtles for you. The good stuff's in the back, so that's what you're gonna have to wait for there. Obviously, the card that's primordial.
What are these names?
Well, it's backwards, so you think it's in Russian.
Oh, okay.
But it's backwards because the camera's backwards. So that is primordial pachyderm. If you can read this backwards, you're amazing. That is sewer valence cam. I'm good. Let's see a little fly there.
Yeah.
He's cute. All right, we got the mouse lounge. Mouse Foundry. Okay, we're getting there. This is great. We're doing successful here. This is some lady flying. You're not doing too well in your pack. I'm telling you right now. Let's see what we got here. There's April. She's chilling. There's all your turtles enjoying some stuff. I forgot that rabbit's name. It was like Nami or something. Or do you remember?
I don't, unfortunately.
There's some pizza for you.
Pizza.
Legendary pizza. Right? Or is that is everything pizza? There she knows. West Wing. All right, we're getting there. Raphael. Here's your special card. That is a Mondo Gecko.
Oh, I like Mondo Gecko.
All right. And then you got a Jenica Bad Apple Big Sister on the foil.
Okay.
And then that's it. So your Mondo Gecko. I'll try to go mine a little quicker here because, well, that took a long time. Here we go.
Who played Mondo Gecko? Was it Paul Rudd?
Was it? That's funny. All right. There we go. There's our rat guy. There's some things. Some people. There's Casey probably, right? Casey Jones. All right. Sure. The Shadow Conspiracy. Ice Cream. What is it? What is that? Ice Cream Kitty? Okay. Maybe. I don't know if you should put kitties on pizza. All right. We're getting there. We're getting the good stuff here. Let's see. There is Donatello. That's a pretty good one. Uh-oh. Michelangelo's Technique. I don't know. Oh, that's going to give me the win, my friend, right there. You see that one right there, huh?
Dang it, man.
Dang, I know. Boom. You can't beat your boy. Come on now. That's Mikey and Don, party planners. Ooh,
Nice.
ooh. Well, thanks for trying. You'll have to come get me back next time we see each other, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, I love talking to you always. Is there anything you'd like to share with the people before we go?
Live your life. Make the most of it. Make memories. That's about it.
I'll take that advice.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
You're
Have
welcome.
a great rest of your day.
You too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
And we're back.
And we're black.
Yes, one of us is.
One of us.
Check. So, Tina, great, right?
Super great.
What did you think of my friend Tina?
Tina was fantastic. I just love the take of how, as much as it hurts, as much as things are happening, and I mean for everyone, but especially for her and all the things that she's going through, she still puts on a brave face, still puts on a happy face, and still does the things that she can do as much as she can. And my biggest thing is I hope that that outside the fan base really understands that we're all people and we're doing our best to kind of get through whatever, and we don't know what everyone's going through a lot, and sometimes it is good to have like an insight of like why someone's going through that. I heard something from Dave Chappelle, and he was talking about seeing Richard Pryor for the last time, and it was just like, he said, hey, I just can't do it. And they stood up and they applauded for him and said, we love you. And so we want to give that kind of grace to a lot of people who are in this industry, because we don't know what they're doing. We don't know we don't know, what they're going through a lot of the times. And so when it comes down to a lot of things, she's fantastic. And for everything that she's going through and still does, I can only applaud it.
And of course, just the strength to talk about that, right, in a public format like that. And when I had asked her ahead of time, not knowing if she would be willing to do that, I would interview her either way, whether she was willing to do that. And I didn't have the agenda about the mortality until after I had talked to her and she agreed to talk about it. And I didn't even know like how deep we were going to go into it, and I think that we went into it the right amount. We didn't go into too heavy, right? We went into it just the right amount, and then touched in some of the other stuff too behind, which really, like you said, I think connected entertainers with being real people. Which I think is the key, right?
Yeah.
Because that's all they are. That's all we are. It's just real people. So, well, I think this was a successful first episode. I think you did a great job. I have not seen the editing yet, but
we'll see.
I got faith.
We got faith.
Yeah.
We got faith.
So I had a good time. I think this works. I hope our viewing audience enjoyed yourselves. We are looking for sponsors. All kinds of opportunities for sponsors, right? Do you make
all kinds?
Do you make hats? Do you make headphones? Do you make beard products? Do you make mustache products? Do you make shirts? I mean, do you make watches, right? I mean, and as long as you have morality, we would like to sponsor your product because that's important to us.
Morality goes with jazz fingers.
We're not going to sponsor some products that are crap and that the corporation is crap as well. So we're a small little business, so we can definitely make those decisions and filter that out because we are about the people, right?
About
real people, real connections, real talk.
That's right.
Do I call you Eggy or do I call you Brandon?
I mean, you're technically my father, so I mean, you can call me whatever you need. Everyone else, I'm the Eggy DM. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You are my son, Luke.
No, it's not true. It's not possible.
It's true, Luke.
It can't be true.
At
It
least,
can't be true.
at least my adopted son.
Oh, that's probably true.
That's probably
That
mostly true.
that's probably more.
according
That
to the
probably checks out.
government. Yes.
Can we go get my hand back though? I need it.
It's
I need it. It doesn't look good. Child support doesn't look good without it.
they would never let a white man cut off a black child's hand. So, just
Not in this day and age.
just.
Definitely not in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, son, I love you. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing this episode. And I can't wait to our lovely audience and see what they think about it.
Love you too. You guys have a great night. It was great talking to you. It was great talking to you, Pops. And we'll, get to cracking some eggs and sizzling some bacon next time.
Sounds good. Scramble it up, my guy. Peace.
Let's do it. Peace.